Hola. In this video, we are going to look at the singular forms of ser, or in English, to be. In Spanish, ser, in English, to be. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the forms. Then we are going to look at some examples together. And finally, we will do a little bit of practice together. All right, so let's get started. The forms of ser. So in English, the forms of to be, I am, you are, he is, or she is. Notice that we use a different form, I, are, is, depending on the subject. If it's I, you, he, or she, right? We use am, are, or is. We do the same thing in Spanish. We use a different form of the verb depending on the subject. So for I, yo soy. For you are, and we already know there's a couple of ways to say you in Spanish, tú for informal and usted for formal. And we use a different form of ser for the different forms of you, whether we're doing the formal or informal registers. So for tú eres. For usted es. He, we know, is él. So él, and that's es. It's the same form as for usted, as the formal you are. And she is ella es. Okay, so those are the forms of ser in both English, to be, and Spanish, ser. I am, yo soy. You are, tú eres, informal, or usted es, formal. He is, él es. She is, ella es. So let's look at some examples. Well, yo is easy. We know that it is soy. Tú, that's the informal you. You are, tú eres. Here's where things get a little tricky. Mi madre is a ella, right? Ella, we learned that in past lessons. So for mi madre or ella, it'd be mi madre es. Ana, also ella, so Ana es. Usted, the formal you. Usted es, for you are, the formal way. Carlos is an él, right? A he, so Carlos es. And then mi hermano is also he, right? Would be his subject pronoun, él. So mi hermano es. So now that we've looked at it here just in like a very simple phrase, let's take a look at how that plays out in full sentences as we practice. Yo blank de Oregon. I'm from Oregon. To fill in the blank there, we'd say yo soy de Oregon. How do we say where are you from? De donde, from where. We're literally going to say from where are you? But that looks different if we're doing it in the informal register or the formal register. So what do you think it should be? De donde tú? De donde eres tú? And in the formal register, de donde es usted? My mom or my mother is from Colorado. Mi madre es de Colorado. My friend is from Nebraska. Mi amiga es de Nebraska, right? Because mi madre is ella and mi amiga is ella, so that takes es. Marcos would be él, but also es, right? Marcos es de Costa Rica. And now let's look informally. If I'm talking to somebody informally, you are my friend. Tú eres mi amiga. What if you're speaking more formally, though? You are my teacher. Usted es mi profesor. All right, in the space down here in your Cornell notes, write a summary of what you just learned about the singular forms of ser. Adios.